Okay, we're going to look at dividing decimals using base 10 blocks. So our first problem that we're going to look at is 1 2/10 divided by 4. 1 2/10 divided by 4. As you can see, we're starting with not large numbers because we want to make sure that they can get the idea behind it and not necessarily bogged down with large numbers. So I represented 1 2/10 here, but I need to divide that into 4 sections, or excuse me, 4 groups. So I'm not really sure how I can do that when I have 1 whole and 2/10. I only have 3 things here and they're not all even. So this is where you have that conversation of, if I need to break this up, what is an equivalent that will give me the same amount as 1 whole, but now that I can put into different groups. Hopefully they remember that from your multiplication and your area models, that you can grab 10/10 and it will be equivalent to the 1 whole. And for those kids that are very visual, you just putting this on top of the 1 whole and seeing that it covers the same space, again, will solidify or help solidify that abstract place value that we have such a hard time getting them to understand. All right, so now I still haven't changed my value. I still have 1 2/10, and I'm going to split it into 4 groups, but now I can do that because I have movable parts. So I've got 1 group, 2 groups, and now I'm moving this 1 whole out, 3 group, 4 groups, right? And I'm just going to keep distributing the pieces until I have used them all. And when I have used them all, this will go with this group, it should give me my answer. So 1 2/10 divided into 4 groups tells me that I'm going to have a total of 3/10 in each group. So my answer here is 3/10. Okay, let's try another one and get these out of the way. Our next problem is going to be 2 6/10 divided by 2. 2 6/10 divided by 2. So if I have 2 of these, 1, 2, and now I need 6/10. Let me zoom out a little bit. That's in. All right, I have 2 of these and I have 6/10. Now I need 2 groups, right? So it's divided by 2. I have 2 wholes, so I can split those into 2 groups, right? 1, 2. I don't need to change those out because I don't need to break them up. If I was dividing by 4, I may need to break them up. Now I have 6/10, so I'm just going to put 1 in each group until they are all distributed, and my answer is that I have a value of 1 3/10 in each group. Okay, all right, let's look at another one. I have 99 hundredths divided by 3. Now your students may try to pull 99 of these little hundredths piece, but that's where you come in and say, what does this really mean? We have 9/10 and 9 hundredths. So instead of pulling 99 little squares, little hundredths, let's pull 9/10. Okay, 3, 6, 9. And then we can pull 9 hundredths. Let's see, 3, 6, and 9. Okay, 99 hundredths. Now we're dividing into how many groups? We said 3. So I don't need to break anything up again. It's already all broken up. So let's just distribute it into 3 groups. So I'm going to pull these back and pull my hundredths back. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's my tenths. Now let's don't forget our hundredths, and I know because you guys are super smart that we just know 3 go in each group. So 99 hundredths divided by 3 is going to give us 3/10 and 3 hundredths in each group, which is 33 hundredths. Okay? And last one. Remember, these are nice numbers, because we want them to get the idea and not get bogged down in so much of the math. 21 hundredths divided by 7. Again, don't let them pull out 21 of the little squares. We just have 21 hundredths divided by 7. Now, we need to break that into 7 groups. Do we have 7 tens? No. Do we have 7 hundredths? No. So what are we going to have to do? If we want it into 7 groups, right, we're going to have to make them all pretty much equivalent because we don't have 7 of these. So we are going to have to pull out 20 more of these little hundredths, which is okay because you want them to understand that it's equivalent value. Again, if they need to, place it on top until they have an equal amount to see that they represent the same, let them do that. So let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, and then we're going to do another 10, 3, 5, 8, and 10. Now we can split all these up into 7 groups. Don't let them forget to take away the tenths that they've already replaced. So I'm going to go 1, 2, paper moved, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. However they want to do their groups is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, I think I have 7 more to distribute out. Just like anything else, when they're all distributed, we have our answer. So each group holds 3 hundredths. So our answer to the problem of 21 hundredths divided by 7 is 3 hundredths because that's how many is in each group.